see. No inconvenience whatsoever.
Everett must be paranoid.
We all are. The Illuminati is getting a taste of its own medicine.
Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus?
Your uplink provided the missing encryption key. He has been able to complete the work that Tracer Chrome began.
I must see him at once.
He is downstairs in the lab.
The Illuminati think their Daedalus should govern the world. Do not be deceived.
So this is where the Illuminati ended up after centuries of conspiring to rule the world.
The conspiracy is about to begin again, JC, between you and me. Nicolette was wise to bring us together. Wise like her mother. The most effective partnerships, like Beth's and mine, arise from mutual necessity.
I came to talk about the Grey Death. Atanwe says you cracked the virus.
A trivial matter. Page added nothing to the core design. However, what we need to construct is a carbano-carbon line module, not exactly a vaccine.
Can it be done without a universal constructor?
No, we need time on a UC. But I know where we might find one, and also gain access to the U.S. military networks.
The U.S. military?
To stop Icarus from completely destroying the Daedalus AI. Daedalus is a design of mine. It replaced the old Echelon 3 network.
Echelon. The surveillance system for the United Nations. So Daedalus was an MJ-12 tool and rebelled?
More of a pattern matching error. It classified Majestic 12 as a terrorist group, alongside the NSF and Silhouette.
And alongside the Illuminati, right? Are you sure Daedalus is your ally?
What matters to us is that it opposes Majestic 12. We must help it destroy their intelligence apparatus. But that will require the military networks. I have already contacted Gary Savage of X-51.
The former Area 51 scientists, are they still camped out at the Vandenberg Air Force Base?
They are close to completing a UC and have the kind of connection Daedalus will need.
Sounds like my pilot and I should head to Vandenberg.
Yes, I took the liberty of radioing him. Here is the key to the helipad stairway. The door is in the foyer where Atanwe revived you. Good luck. I will be in contact.
Good news, huh? Looks like we might pull this thing off.
Alex, what are you doing here?
Tong sent me. He wanted me to help with the decryption.
Looks like Everett has it all figured out.
Listen quickly. Tong doesn't trust the Illuminati. He sent me here to keep an eye on Everett.
I see. How about the triads? Is the truth going to hold?
Last I heard. But I guess we have other things to worry about now, huh? I'll keep you in touch through your info link. I'll try my best to keep you informed.
Yes, do exactly that. Keep me informed. Ancestors.
You are a planned organism, the offspring of knowledge and imagination, rather than of individuals.
I'm engineered, so what? My brother and I suspected as much while we were growing up.
You are carefully watched by many people. The implant organism is a question asked by nature and answered by God. You are another kind of question with another kind of answer.
Are you programmed to invent riddles?
I'm a prototype for a much larger system. The heuristics language developed by Dr. Everett allows me to convey the highest and most succinct tier of any pyramidal construct of knowledge.
How about a report on yourself?
I was a prototype for Echelon 4. My instructions are to amuse visitors with information about themselves.
I don't see anything amusing about spying on people.
Human beings feel pleasure when they are watched. I have recorded their smiles as I tell them who they are.
Some people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate surveillance.
The need to be observed and understood was once satisfied by God. Now, we can implement the same functionality with data mining algorithms.
Electronic surveillance hardly inspires reverence. Perhaps fear and obedience, but not reverence.
God and the gods were apparitions of observation, judgment, and punishment. Other sentiments toward them were secondary.
No one will ever worship a software entity peering at them through a camera.
The human organism always worships. First, it was the gods. Then, it was fame, the observation and judgment of others. Next, it would be the self-aware systems you have built to realize truly omnipresent observation and judgment.
You underestimate humankind's love of freedom.
The individual desires judgment. Without that desire, the cohesion of groups is impossible. And so is civilization. The human being created civilization, not because of a willingness, but because of a need to be assimilated into higher orders of structure and meaning.
You won't be hearing from Tong for a while. He had to leave Hong Kong.
Why? The triads?
He said he had some business to take care of. I don't know. He didn't look so good.
Sick?
Either that or something was bothering him. The last thing he said to me, it was something about all the machines in his lab being useless. And then he cut off the connection.
Useless for what?
It was just an outburst. I don't know, but he wants me to wait here for instructions. JC, Tong is serious about Everett. He wants you to be careful.
What are you doing back here? Dipping, right?
Yeah. You're alive in that thing?
I am conscious. Tell Everett I am cold. He keeps me so cold.
Who are you? Do you mind if I ask?
The Supreme Enlightened. The leader of the Illuminati.
I thought Everett was a leader.
I am the leader. I brought the Illuminati up through the 20th century to the height of their power. I had presidents and premiers eating out of my hand. I am the one. Our decline is the result of my own. All we need is for me to get back on my feet. What did Everett tell you?
Nothing.
I merely await certain technologies. Then I will be restored. Everett has sworn it.
Don't forget to say hi to your friend from UNETCO, Mr. Jacobson.
Already bumped into him.
Very thoughtful of Tom. My own computer technician. I suppose he can help me prepare comlink for Daedalus.
By the way, Lucius De Beers says he's cold.
I know. 18 degrees Celsius, to be exact.
Don't you think that's a little chilly?
I keep his metabolism low so he will last. He is a good advisor, a one-man think tank, so to speak.
He said he's the leader of the Illuminati.
A harmless fantasy. He also thinks I'm going to restore his body.
You aren't?
The technology has been around for decades, but he does not need to know that.
Everett has no intention of reviving you.
He must. He has been commanded.
He keeps you on ice so that he can benefit from your experience, but he intends to rule the Order himself.
No. No. I will not allow it.
Just got refueled. I'm waiting for you.
I talked to Savage. Sounds like Vandenberg may be in some trouble. Get in.
Let's go.
The snipers heard your helicopter and took off. You guys saved my life.
I'm glad you're all right. Why is Majestic 12 attacking?
You with the NSF?
We have a common enemy, if that's what you mean.
MJ-12 is short a UC. They lost the one in Hong Kong, and now something has happened to the Pasadena Ocean Lab.
Are the Vandenberg labs safe?
The base is locked down until we can destroy the enemy bots. Unfortunately, MJ-12 disabled our own bot defense system, and no one has been able to activate the backup power.
I could give it a shot. Where are the controls?
There are 2 separate units at the west end of the base. It won't be easy. MJ-12 has hacked the security grid and taken control of nearly all of our defenses. Turrets, cameras, alarms, and they have snipers everywhere.
Easier than a straight fight with military bots.
I suppose you're right. I can give you a map. One of the units is in the main complex. The other one is in an exposed location. The activation code is 5868.
Where the hell are the bots? They're supposed to exterminate these...
MJ-12 cut the power to the defense system, but don't worry, the situation's under control.
Except for the control room, this building has been totally overrun.
Maybe I can do something about that.
Be careful of our defense systems. MJ-12 reprogrammed them and locked our accounts. There's a back door, but I haven't been able to try it out. Login command, password Zebra42.
Thanks for the warning.
That's one switch. Now find the other. Destroyed. 3 left. Security system has come online. All bots will have power, but you have to open the bay doors manually. There goes another one. 2 left. California. Sounds like he's in trouble.
I need to talk to Gary Savage.
How does it look out there? We got those bots brand new from a guy in Hong Kong, but I guess we should have locked down the power grid, huh?
I took care of the enemy bots, but there might be a few snipers left. Be careful.
We think Dr. Savage and the others are in the control room in the second floor of the command building, but communications are down. The person we sent to find them hasn't reported back. We gave him our key to the control room.
I'll check it out if you want. How do I get there?
The trapdoor in the back room goes down to the utility tunnels, which connect to the command building. We had to send someone that way because of the shooting. Maybe he didn't make it through the radiation. I don't know. He had no protection. The only hazard suits are in the command building itself.
When you find Savage, get him to help you uplink Daedalus. The Milnet computers should be near the control room on the second floor of the command building.
much longer. Help me acquire Milnet access. I must attack. I must attack.
Mr. Carter,
Yep, they ran the old dog out.
you were dismissed?
All of us career types. They want cadets who've never been anywhere except UNATCO and the UNATCO Academy.
Easier to manage, I suppose.
Time to come out here and lend a hand. I knew what Savage was up against. I just didn't want to admit it.
It's an honor to have you with us, sir.
All right, enough bawling our eyes out. We've got work to do.
I'm Dr. Savage. Thank you. We were close to surrendering when you landed.
J.C. Denton. I'm working with Morgan Everett of the Illuminati. He's developed a cure for the Grey Death, and we were hoping to get time on your UC to manufacture it.
Everett contacted me just before the attack. Naturally, we'll manufacture the cure once the computer's back up and we get a containment unit for the UC.
How close are you to being operational?
My daughter's on an expedition to the Ocean Lab right now to find a schematic for the containment vessel. But Lord knows when the computer will be back up. It was damaged during the attack.
I'll look at it. In addition to the UC, Everett and I need your connection to the Milnet.
Yes, he said something about an artificial intelligence, the Echelon system, something called Icarus and Daedalus.
Another attack happening as we speak. I'll explain later.
Well, the main terminal is in the room at the top of the stairs. Log in G Savage, password Tiffany. I'll open the doors. I would say it's too dangerous. A lot of damaged equipment and hot power lines up there. But until the computers are up, the UC's just a box of bolts.
Just bring up the system for Savage. I'll route Daedalus through your info link. Don't worry, there's very little risk. I'm losing Daedalus.
Yes.
Hold on, something's...
You forgot about the Aquinas Protocol. I was listening to Daedalus all along, waiting.
The AIs seem to be merging.
And I have another surprise, Denton. Find Savage in the control room. I have an announcement.
Something went wrong, JC. I'm looking into it.
Excellent. We're all here.
You aren't in a position to make any demands, Paige.
On the contrary, my mission might have failed, but so did yours. I captured your daughter an hour ago.
Tiffany.
She's been quite forthcoming. So you were hoping to find a containment unit in the Ocean Lab?
I demand to see my daughter immediately.
Well, like you, we lack certain components of a universal constructor. The reaction modules you stole when you left Area 51 to go into business for yourself.
Don't negotiate.
Oh yes, Mr. Denton. I wanted you here for a reason. Look at me. You interfere in any way, I will kill that young woman. I mean it. I want those components, Savage. You will bring them to the abandoned gas station west of Vandenberg in exactly 1 hour.
You hurt my daughter, and I swear to God.
Bring me the reaction modules.
I don't think we have a choice. Oh, I should have never let her go.
Page will resume production of the plague if he gets the components to build a UC.
I know. But I can't let them kill Tiffany.
Tell them you're sending someone with the components. I'll have my pilot drop me off where they're holding your daughter. Maybe I can rescue her.
That's too risky.
We don't have a choice. Trust me, she'll be fine.
Yes. Yes, we've got to try it. Just don't let anything happen to her. Mr. Denton, thank you. Here's a photograph so that you can identify her.
You think I'm doing the right thing? Going after Savage's daughter?
Absolutely. Never negotiate with a terrorist.
Tiffany could lose her life.
Never negotiate. You will only encourage more acts of terror. Besides, you're gonna bring Tiffany back alive.
Yes, sir. I'll do what I can to get her back.
All right, I've landed. You won't believe this, but I have Tong with me. He looks pretty sick. Savage has promised to get him some medical attention. Meet us at the base entrance to the northeast.
JC, hello?
What's wrong?
An error. One of the experiments. I have the Great Death.
He flew into San Jose and had no way to get here.
I am not a high-order term in the equation anymore. Do not concern yourselves with me.
You aren't dead yet, Tong. Savage will take care of you.
I'm here for selfish reasons. To have access to the cure.
Let's just hope we're able to manufacture it. Savage's daughter failed to get the parts he needs for the UC. She's being held prisoner by Majestic 12.
We should get moving. Tony Mares is on the way to help Tom.
By all means, go. You don't have time to stand around on account of me.
Get in, JC. I got a little rattle under the control panel, but this old bird can still flap her wings.
A rattle? Maybe one of Savage's mechanics should look at it.
Tiffany comes first. I think that mechanic at Everett's just didn't know how to use a screwdriver. Let's go.
Savage's daughter.
freezing my ass off over here.
You weren't kidding about leaving New York.
Here I am, other side of the continent.
How'd you end up at a vacant gas station near the ruins of Los Angeles?
I was hitching a ride to Eugene and this jerk pulls a gun on me, takes everything I have, and dumps me on the side of the road.
That's terrible.
I was pretty down for a while.
You can always go back.
No, I know how to stick to a plan. I'll walk to Eugene if I have to.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
I don't have to stand for this. I know my rights.
You don't got rights.
Just keep my eye out for the highway patrol.
How's it going?
Down, man. It's going down and it keeps going down.
You're a long way from a city. How do you get by out here?
We were living in the gas station.
They threw us out.
The soldiers?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in there while they're sleeping and start a fire.
If you ever did one thing you talked about doing.
I know my business, woman.
I'm going in there right now. What's the best way?
Myself, I was gonna take the sewer. See, I got a key.
Mind if I borrow it?
Sure, man. You go in first and scout around. I'll go later when they're fast asleep and won't suspect a thing. Need any hardware? The Army used to have a command post up there. I found weapon mods for accuracy and recoil, which you can have for $750 and $400. Also a rebreather. How about $1,500?
Give me the accuracy weapon mod for $750.
Give 'em hell. How about that hardware?
Here's $400 for the recoil weapon mod.
I was gonna storm the place myself, but I guess I could use the cash.
Someone's there. I can hear you. Nope, just nerves, I guess. Repeat, nothing here. Your father sent me. You all right?
They caught me at the submarine base trying to steal one of their mini-subs.
You really think there's a containment unit in the ocean lab?
All we need's a schematic, as long as the main computer isn't waterlogged.
We'll talk about that later. Come on, let's go.
I'm not going back to that base. You want to check it out? Great. Here's a map that shows a back way into the sub-base.
I'll check it out. First, let's get you out of here. Make a break for the helicopter. It's in the junkyard.
Got it.
Yes, you'll go to the ocean lab. You'll help me acquire the universal constructor.
Still looking at this Helios entity. Not sure how Page can control it.
Good, you both made it. Dr. Savage will be relieved.
Can you take her back to Vandenberg while I check out the submarine base? I'm gonna make another try to reach the ocean labs you see.
Sure, I'll drop you off on the way.